Hello again, beautiful people. Welcome back to another Motivational Wednesday. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. If you're new to my channel, my name is Samantha. Welcome. Thank you for clicking on to this video. This morning, I'm going to read a story from the Bible, and it is titled The Woman's Issue. And this story is told in the book of Mark, Mark 5, and I'm going to read from verse 25, and I will stop at verse 34. And it reads, And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing bettered, but rather grew worse. This lady had an issue of blood for over 12 years. She kept on going to the doctor, and their situation did not get better. It just got worse. Listen. When she had heard of Jesus, came in the press behind him, and touched his garment. For she said, If I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. This lady had faith, people. You better have faith. If you're going to step out to do something, you want a healing, you want deliverance, make sure you have faith. This lady, she had faith. And straightway, listen, for she said, If I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, turned him about in the press, because there were a lot of people there. Because Jesus was, back in the day, wherever Jesus was, there was always a lot of people, because some people needed healing, some people needed deliverance, some people needed their eyes, sight for their eyes, because he healed the sick, he gave the blind their sight. So there was always a following wherever Jesus went back in the days. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, turned him about in the press and said, Who touched my clothes? And his disciples said unto him, Thou seest the multitude thronging thee, and sayest thou, Who touched me? And he looked round about to see her that had done this thing, that had touched him. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing what was done in her, came and fell down before him, and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, Daughter, thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace, and be whole of thy plague. You notice Jesus called this lady's sickness a plague, because you can just imagine you are sick for over 12 years, and she just kept on bleeding. And she kept going to the physicians, the doctors, and she just got worse. And this lady knew Jesus was coming that way. And she said, If I just touch the hem of his garment, I just want a little bit of, I don't even have to, grab the whole thing. I just want a little touch. She said, If I just touch the hem of his garment, I know I will be whole. And guess what? She was healed from the very minute she touched Jesus' clothes. She got her healing. And I just want to say this morning, because I can't be long on here. What is your issue this morning? You notice this lady, they said she had to push through a press. She had to push her way through to get to Jesus for her healing. But guess what this morning? We don't have to do that, because Jesus is seated right now at the right hand of his Father in heaven. And all we have to do is pray. All we have to do is pray in faith. What is your issue this morning? For some of us, we have financial issue. Some of us, we have sickness issue. For some of us, we have some children that are giving us trouble. Some of us want deliverance. We have a lot of issues this morning. Some of us will live in countries where there are wars. Some of us will live in countries where there is just devastation. We live in a world where there is earthquake, storms, hurricane. What is your issue this morning? I say to you this morning, listen now. Whatever your issue is, you just have to pray wherever you are. Jesus is not hard to reach. This lady had to walk. Just imagine if she had to walk miles just to get her healing that day. But we don't have to do that this morning. No. All we have to do is have faith when we pray that God will deliver us, that God will heal us from our plague, that God will deliver us from anything that we are going through. Because whenever you ask God for anything, you have to believe that He will answer your prayer. And I say to you this morning, pray wherever you are. If you are going to work this morning and you need a financial breakthrough, you don't have to go on your knees. You can pray while you're driving to work in your car. You can pray while you're cooking. You can have to go through nothing like what this lady had to go through to get her healing. There's a little song that we sing at our small church in the country, and it goes like this. I'm going to sing the chorus. Only trust Him, only trust Him, only trust Him now. He will save you, He will save you, He will save you now. That's all you have to do is trust Him. Trust and believe that our God will answer our prayers. Our God will deliver us from our plague, like how He delivered this lady from her plague. And that is my motivation for today's Motivational Wednesday. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you all.